Today, we're going to look at electromagnetic field radiation, the hidden dangers of wireless technology. Electromagnetic fields, EMFs, are invisible waves of energy that occur both naturally and artificially. Natural EMFs come from sunlight, the Schumann resonance, and Earth's magnetic field. Non-native EMFs come from Wi-Fi, cell towers, power lines, Bluetooth, LED lights, 5G, and your smartphone. A growing number of researchers and health practitioners argue EMF radiation may be silently affecting our biology in ways we're only beginning to understand. Dr. Jack Kruse, neurosurgeon and quantum biology researcher, has spent years investigating how these artificial electromagnetic frequencies interact with our biological systems. His work, along with researcher Arthur Furstenberg's The Invisible Rainbow, presents a compelling case that our modern electromagnetic environment may be fundamentally incompatible with human health. They contend that the human body is exquisitely tuned to the natural electromagnetic rhythms of the earth. In modern life, we have flooded our environment with non-native EMFs that our biology isn't designed to handle. The results are rising rates of insomnia, chronic fatigue, anxiety, brain fog, infertility, and even neurological diseases. Furstenberg's historical research showed that every major leap in electrical infrastructure, from the telegraph to radar to Wi-Fi, has been followed by spikes in chronic illness, from heart disease to influenza-type epidemics. Perhaps this is coincidental, and perhaps he was onto something important. Our cells contain various light-sensitive proteins called opsins, as well as structures like collagen and melanin that can conduct electricity and respond to electromagnetic fields. Every heartbeat, thought, and muscle contraction relies on this finely tuned electrical signaling. Your mitochondria, the power plants of your cells, work like biological semiconductors. Dr. Kruse suggests that when these biological semiconductors are exposed to non-native EMFs, they may fail in ways like electronic components, but with different failure modes. Instead of failure from thermal damage, our biological semiconductors may fail through disruption of calcium ion channels in cell membranes, interference with mitochondrial energy production, collapse of the structured water around proteins, alteration of cellular communication systems. When the body is bombarded with chaotic, high-frequency signals it doesn't understand, the results are cellular confusion, chronic inflammation, molecular chaos, and system-wide stress. One of the most immediate effects many people notice from EMF exposure is disrupted sleep. Your brain's alpha waves naturally synchronize to the Schumann resonance, that's 7.83 hertz, Earth's faint electromagnetic heartbeat. Non-native EMFs like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and 5G can disrupt the brain's natural rhythms, causing insomnia, poor quality sleep, and problems with circadian rhythm regulation, hormone production, especially melatonin, mitochondrial function, cellular repair and detox, and memory consolidation. Dr. Kruse warns that blue light exposure from LED screens, televisions, and modern bulbs is one of the stealthiest forms of EMF damage. And here's why. Blue light wrecks melatonin production, disrupting sleep and recovery. It triggers dopamine depletion, driving tech addiction. It accelerates retinal degeneration and brain aging. It disrupts circadian biology by sending false daytime signals to your brain. And it causes eye strain and fatigue and can lead to cataracts and macular degeneration. Blue lit screens were intentionally designed to be engaging and addictive, citing early casino lighting experiments. This makes it difficult for people to reduce their EMF exposure even when they become aware of potential health risks. The rollout of 5G technology brings a significant escalation in EMF exposure. Unlike its wireless technology predecessors, 5G operates at much higher frequencies in the gigahertz range and requires cell towers to be positioned much closer. These towers are also much smaller and can be found embedded into the landscape, trees, buildings, street lamps, etc. The key risks of 5G exposure include higher absorption rates. While 5G signals don't penetrate as deeply into the tissue, they may be absorbed at higher rates by the skin and surface tissues. Oxidative stress overload. These frequencies increase free radicals and cellular inflammation. Topical resonance effects. The digital pulsed nature of 5G signals create a waveform that doesn't exist in nature and may uniquely disrupt mitochondrial semiconductors. Increased density. The need for more towers means more constant exposure in urban environments. Unknown long-term effects. The technology is too new for long-term health studies. In The Invisible Rainbow, Arthur Furstenberg documents over 200 years of evidence linking spikes in electrical infrastructure to mysterious waves of disease. The rollout of radio towers in 1918 coincided with the global flu pandemic. Radar deployments during World War II were followed by sudden upticks in cardiac and neurological disorders. Widespread adoption of Wi-Fi and cell towers parallels skyrocketing rates of insomnia, ADHD, and autoimmune disease. Furstenberg's concern was that synthetic electrical forces pose a danger to all life, and that our current path of wireless technology would result in untold harm. Avoidance is difficult and perhaps impossible, but we can look at ways to mitigate the damage. The most effective protection against EMFs follows the inverse square law. Doubling your distance from a source reduces exposure by 75%. Keep the phone away from your body, especially while sleeping. Don't carry phones in pockets or bras. Use speakerphone or air tube headsets instead of holding the phone to your head. Position Wi-Fi routers away from areas where you spend significant time. Hardwire your devices with Ethernet when possible. Use airplane mode when possible, enabling Wi-Fi only when needed. Make calls using Wi-Fi calling features when available. Charge your phone in another room at night. Use wired internet connections instead of Wi-Fi when possible. Replace wireless keyboards and mice with wired versions. Turn off Wi-Fi routers at night. Swap LED bulbs for incandescent or low EMF alternatives. Keep routers, smart TVs, and wireless devices out of the bedroom. Use EMF shielding curtains or canopies if you live near towers. Use blue light blocking glasses, especially in the evening. Install apps that reduce blue light emission. Hardware solutions are better. And take regular breaks from screens throughout the day. Grounding or earthing. Walking barefoot on natural surfaces like grass, sand, or rock allows your body to absorb Earth's natural electrical charge, which may help counteract the effects of artificial EMFs. However, be cautious about grounding in areas with significant underground electrical infrastructure. Sun exposure. Natural sunlight exposure helps your body produce melanin, a natural semiconductor that may provide some protection against EMF damage. Building a healthy base tan without burning could be protective. Heavy metal detoxification. Heavy metals in the body can act as antennas for EMF exposure, potentially amplifying negative effects. Working with a healthcare provider to address heavy metal toxicity may reduce EMF sensitivity. Nutrition, supporting your mitochondria, the cellular powerhouses that may be most affected by EMFs, through proper nutrition becomes even more important in a high EMF environment. Include vitamin C, magnesium, and omega-3s. Prioritize hydration. Red light. Use red and near-infrared light therapy to counterbalance excess blue light. The intersection of electromagnetic fields and human health remains a rapidly evolving area of research. The goal is not to eliminate all technology or to return to a pre-industrial lifestyle. Instead, it's about understanding the potential trade-offs and making informed decisions about how to use technology in ways that minimize potential health impacts. The conundrum is whether we can find ways to harness the benefits of technology while protecting the biological systems that allow us to enjoy them. Developing a conscious relationship with electromagnetic technology may be the most important health practice we can adopt. Hi, I'm Ellen McCurdy, and if you enjoyed my free digital report, The Big Three Things That Are Harming You and You Don't Even Know It, you might want to get my ebook, 12 Dangers to Your Best Life and How to Fix Them. It comes with several bonuses, including wall art, a tracker, and another digital report on bladder leaks. The link will be in the description, or you can go to my website, triumphandgrace.com. Thank you. Talk to you later.